on. Yeah, and matter of fact, that's why we're live right now. Thank you. That's why my hair could be bluer, and because the chlorine at Great Wolf Lodge, which I'm thankful for.
Right.
I'll tell you, because I really do like a big giant dose of chlorine with my pee. You know, the pee pool is yeah. You know at Great Wolf Lodge how that's got to be.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. How's that?
Hey, everybody. We only have two shows left, and this is one of them.
This is one of them. Hey, that what we were talking about earlier reminds me of one of my favorite stories of all time. This monk had decided to go to this special monastery. I don't not getting the right words here, but this monk had decided to go to this monastery, and to do it, you had to agree to a vow of silence. You were allowed to say 2 words every year, nothing else. And so he goes in, he says nothing for 2 years. Hey, Kim, he says nothing for 2 years. For 1 year. And the main guy calls him in, the head monk, and he says, okay, you get your 2 words. And the monk said, food bad. And the monk, well, that's your 2 words for this year. You get 2 more next year. Year goes on, he maintains his silence. He comes back in that second year, and the monk says, okay, well, what are your 2 words? And he said, bed hard. And the monk said, okay. And so he couldn't say anything else for another year. Third year, he comes in, and he says, okay, what are your 2 words? And he says, I quit. The head monk says, well, it's about time. You've done nothing but complain since you got here.
Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, Donna and Kim. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I love that joke. That was probably told to me by my first boss and mentor, Jack Amberson. That's what I'm thinking.
You know, when I was a kid, I was thinking maybe the whole nun thing might be for me, because they had cute outfits, and I'd seen the nun where she was flying, Sally Field, the nun. But then I found out being a nun meant you get none.
That's why they call it nun, darling.
Well, I'm like, no, that's not me. Like, no. Oh, Kim says no.
Hey, Kim, if she had done that, the world equilibrium would have shifted somehow, and that we would have had a tilt in the Earth's axis. So this could have been a really bad thing for the entire universe.
Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Oh, and there's Lisa Gale. Hey, Lisa.
Hang on, I need a sip of coffee.
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, you know what I was thinking? This is, I don't want to be all weepy or anything, but we got a long list of people that helped us, and there's Maureen. Do this book thing together. I was actually not surprised, but there's a lot of people that went into making this, a book, even just a book by itself. And it's funny because all my other book experiences were not like this. I don't know about with you, but when I did books on my own, of course, I didn't have the money for a team or anything like that. I didn't have the editor and all that even. And I certainly didn't know about Amazon and all. I didn't know any of that. So it was just me, my little flash drive, and the printer, and who I sold to. So this was a whole different universe. And I tried to show gratitude along the way. But if I missed anybody, I do want to shout out. We had, what was one of the first things we had was all the endorsements.
Right.
We have 30 something endorsements, I think. Oh, there's Peg. Hey, Peg.
Hey, Peg, are you seeing this on YouTube? I tried to stream it there, but is it coming out on my channel or Lisa's channel?
I think it's probably mine. She's on, she's on YouTube.
And by the way, hi, Maureen and Lisa Gale. Happy anniversary. Happy friend anniversary. So.
And you know, it was funny. So you said this didn't happen, but you know darn well it did. Is when we were getting the endorsements, we were like being competitive about it. You said that we weren't doing that, but we ended up getting almost exactly the same number. I said, if you're thinking he is not getting more endorsement than me. Yeah.
Well,
And
we had so many people helping, but the best thing about this whole process to me, on my end of it, is you and me, that
well,
friendship that's
having a new
developed.
friend, I actually never even thought about that when you were saying, let's do this project. I never thought, oh, good, I'm going to have a new best friend. I didn't think that at all. I was just thinking about the book and doing stuff.
Right.
So that's a awesome side benefit. Yeah, the only weird part is you know more about me than almost anybody on the planet. Right. Right.
Wait a minute,
And
maybe I'll write a tell-all book someday called Stories of the Co-Authors. Hi,
yeah,
Tammy.
why I say that, everybody, is because how we did this to start with was once we decided we were going to do the book, Jeff called me and was just asking me questions and said, tell me about this and tell me what's important to you and tell me about this. And I was like spilling my guts left and right. Some stuff he could use, some stuff he couldn't, but the only way we could tell is if I guess, did a bunch of talking.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. You
and
know,
then you picked stuff out. It worked out really good, I think.
my favorite
Yeah.
line that you said, and it was about I think husband number two. Now you took him to the edge of the woods and released him into the wild.
Released him back into the wild. Don't forget that.
That's
Yeah,
right, back in the wild. Hi,
back
Laurie and
from
Ruth.
whence he came. Right. From whence he came. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's Ruth and Lori from down on the Cape. Yeah, yeah.
We've
That
had a lot of fun over the last couple of years. Well, actually, 3 or 4 now. When you think about it.
I can't believe that. That was, and all of it started with a comment on a Zoom call. That
That'll
is,
teach you.
I know, I know.
There's
Eh,
there's a
I love
saying
it
back in
when
the southeast, and it's that'll learn you, darn you.
I think it's funny that it's like I ran into someone that I went to high school with, and they're friends with me on Facebook, but it's new. Uh, I haven't talked to them for years and years and years, and it's a guy, and he said um, he was saying like uh, uh, colored hair is for little kids. Why are you doing that? Mm. I wanted to say you don't want to realize what you're saying. And then today he posted, "Are you going to change it orange for Halloween?" He doesn't realize it's an opinion he might as well just keep to himself.
That's true.
Hair
Well,
color is not something I discuss or vote on. That's what it is. Yeah, we're not doing democracy hair color.
well, he doesn't. He may not know that one of the traits you and I have in common is if somebody says something that kind of communicates their disapproval of a choice they really have no business having an opinion on, we are hell bent to not do it their way.
That's true. That's true. I mean, half of my attraction to the hair color, I think, is I was sick of people saying I should let it go gray for starters. I was sick of that. And the other thing is, most people, the older they get, they have to go lighter and lighter because you can't go dark hair. That looks stupid too. And I thought, well, you know what? This solves both of those things. I'm just going to stay blue. Right. And people can get bent out of shape. That weeds them out. That's fine with me.
I
Peg
used to
says,
use
keep your opinions to yourself. She'd probably say that, wouldn't you, Peg?
Peg,
Oh,
Peg would
Lisa saw the comment about the orange hair. Yeah, yeah.
Peg would set them straight pretty quickly. You and I will do it too, but uh, we do it with what's the right way. We do it internally and just ignore them. But Peg is our advocate and would just tell them to their face, "Shut the hell up."
And Lisa, it's funny when I read that, Lisa Gale, when I read the comment to start with, it was like that quote from Frozen from the little snowman, somebody's got to tell him. Somebody's got to tell him. Because I thought, yeah.
I used to put Just for Men in my hair about once every month or so, just not for long because I didn't want it to get dark, but I would let it darken up. And then finally, I guess it was 2 or 3 years ago, I said, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. And I still have some brown in there, but on some pictures, I look back at the picture when I was doing the audio book, my part of the audio book in that studio in North Texas,
Oh, it
and I had
looked
to
like.
take a picture there. And my hair looked like Santa Claus. It was so white. It was crazy. Hey, Debbie.
Oh, shall we go back and talk about that for a second? Because that was kind of funny. That was a
Sure.
memory, a memory.
Wait,
So
are you sure we can talk about this?
we were at the end of the book, right? And that happened way earlier in the year, and we'd
Hmm.
already done the like launch. We were doing shows already and everything, so we were all into it by then. We'd sold some books and everything by then, and you're like, we just got to get this audio thing done. And when you first told me, you said you're going to need to read this. I'm thinking to myself, sure, I can read. You know,
Hmm.
it's funny what I don't know, and I always act like I might be able to do it, but oh yes, I'm thinking I've read before. You know, I can read out loud.
Piece of
I
cake.
had no idea you were thinking I was going to act, and I won't even fill in for in community theater. I won't even fill in and read. So then I'm panicking right off. Once you real told me what needs to happen, I'm panicking. So I sent you me doing the first chapter, and
Right.
I just thought, well, I'm going to send it to him when he realizes how bad I'll be. We'll figure out plan B. That's what I was thinking.
Hmm.
And then Mr. Teacher sent me back him doing it, like an example of what it should be. And then, of course, your voice, I'm thinking, oh, people are going to go nuts for that. So I'm like, we should really both do this somehow. So then we got that all sorted. And you said, don't worry, because I was panicking, literally panicking. And you
Hmm.
said, I can be in your headset and on the laptop, and you read it and record it on the laptop, and I'll be there to coach you. And
Right.
it sounded so good though, but I didn't realize there's a reason that I work for myself, and that's because I'm not really coachable. I'm not really good at that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, oh, you were so good about it, so patient mostly. And then
Almost. There was one day I was not quite as patient.
oh God. Oh God. And then I was crying like 3 days out of the 5 or something. Oh God. And I cry when I'm frustrated. So that's what it was. Oh
Right.
God.
Right.
Anyway, so that one day, I don't know what day that was even, but that one day I had it with you. I thought one more word out of the sky. And you had me redo a line, I don't know, 6 times,
I
and I
believe so.
thought, and then you, like, gave me a stern talking to, and I said, "Screw you. I don't care if you finish this or not," and I hung up on you and everything. And in that moment, I'm thinking to myself, "Well, I just blew that," and then you actually text me and said I had no idea this is what you'd say. You said, let's regroup and meet back in an hour. You were definitely the more grown up person. I was acting like a 3-year old, and you pulled it around. So I sat there for that full hour. The full hour I sat on the edge of my bed calling you everything but fit to live. And I thought,
Hey,
there
Lisa.
is no way that I'm getting on this call with that man. I don't care what he does. I don't care if he ever finishes if he never speaks to me again, I'm fine with that, right? And then, of course, at the end of the hour, I went back on the Zoom and you talked me into it because you're the consummate salesman. And we finished it. I was surprised that we got through that day. But let me tell you, the next day, you message me and you go, "Can you hop onto a Zoom for a minute?" And I thought, that SOB, he wants to redo part of that thing we did. And I'm thinking, I can't take any more. And then when I got on the Zoom, you had the background changed to be a horse's behind. And you felt bad, but it was me. I'm the one that acted like a 3-year-old. It wasn't you. I do appreciate you saying that, though.
Lisa, in any relationship, it's never just one person. But I did.
I'm sure.
I have that graphic. It's a picture in my on my computer that I use sometimes in articles. I'll post it on that. If someone's being a horse's ass, and I'll horse's rear, and I'll do that. And so I thought, well, I was a little tough yesterday. Let me put this horse's butt up here so everybody so she can see it.
Oh God. Yeah, and I'm sure when you were thinking about doing this project, the last thing that you considered was the amount of hand holding and therapy that you're gonna have to put up with me. I was having a big revelation in my life, but you didn't know that. So that was funny. If you'd have known, would you still if
I
you'd
would
have
do it
known,
all again.
oh,
I
would
would
you?
do it
Oh,
all again.
thank you. Because I realize I'm a little much. You know, it's worse when someone's a little much and doesn't know it.
Right.
At least I know it, you know?
Right. Well, those were some tough days for me too, in general, in life, and so the project helped me keep my head on straight a lot too. So that was good.
Yeah, that was a like a moment in time. You know what? It's funny. I don't know if you feel this way, but you know how the kaleidoscope thing.
Hmm.
Sometimes you turn it and you just get a moment, and then
Right.
it turns again, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But it was just a moment. So,
I think we said hello to everybody. Hi, Debbie, Lisa. Let's
well,
see.
now that Peg's on, why don't I say about what we were talking
Yeah.
about? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, one of the things I regret, um, oh yeah, I would do it all again. Oh, that was nice of you to say. If you
Sure.
don't really mean it, lie to me, because I
No. Lie to me. Lie to me. Lie to me. No. No. I really
like,
would. That's not an exaggeration. What you don't give yourself credit enough for, in my opinion, one of the things, and there's many things in the world that you don't, is this was a very good thing for me because you're the first time I reached out to anybody to co-author, and the co-authoring is now part of my business model. I'm that's part of what I do business wise, and our experience is what launched that. So as much as you try to give yourself hell over these kind of things, I'm telling you, it was. And matter of fact, I'm doing a book with Susan Sullivan now,
oh
and
yes.
one of the reasons, I mean, she and I knew each other. I'd done some guest writing for her on her website and stuff like that. But she would tune into our show sometimes, and she just to see the interactions and all that. And so it's it was a launching point for me to go in this direction. So I'll always love you for that, kid. I always will.
Yeah. Why am I
You big
crying?
babies. You big
What the?
baby. Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Molly's husband. Oh, Bib. As Bib says, you ruined my friend.
He says that all the time too, right? Right. I don't. Yeah, I never cried before, ever cried. And by the time I met you, though, I was crying at stupid stuff. Oh, here's a
Thank you,
pen,
Laurie.
and I'm crying.
Well,
Right.
that may be the best pen I've seen all day, though. And you think about how many people gave their blood, sweat, and tears to
For
make
that
that.
pen, yeah. So, matter of fact, here's just wave hi because we're live, and Alex was part of
Hey,
this
Alex.
project.
Yes,
He did the cover. This
you
is
did.
our second to last show. Aw.
That's one of the things that makes the book so special is Alex did the cover.
See? Yay!
I
Yeah.
cleared off the desk up there, just so you know.
Thank you very much. Oh, a nice dog. So anyway, yeah, the dog's here. So, what I wanted to say to Peg, actually, to everybody. So one of the things I do regret, and it's not, I don't want to say regret. That's probably too harsh of a word, but along with calling you everything but fit to live.
The name calling was nothing. It was that day that I'm talking in your ears, which, by the way, I got that idea because when I'm in a studio cutting an audio book, I'm wearing headphones, and the producer that's in the room
Oh
is
yeah, I can
talking
talk
to me.
to
If I
you.
miss something, he's
Yeah.
talking to me and let me know to go back and do certain things. And so, but
Okay.
the ones that I'm paying in those studios are they're a lot better apparently than I was. But the funniest thing was as you're doing your recording, you've got me in your ears, you're talking into your laptop, and all of a sudden your hand came up and you had only one of those fingers up, and then it goes back down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
It's like, it was a flapping bird that came up.
Well, and at that stage of our friendship, I hadn't done that to you before. So it was kind of like
You got over that. You send them to me by emoji now.
now.
I
Now
got text on my phone. It's Lisa sending me an emoji.
I say now I text you that by itself. That's how good of friends we are, right?
That's true. That's true. I would tell you I would bail you out of jail at 3 o'clock in the morning, which I weren't there already. I would, but most likely I'd be there with you. So okay, never mind.
Oh goodness. So let me get back to what I do regret. Some things that like I thought of or we thought of came out with and then I never ran with it. And one of them is the True Blue Book Crew. I
Right.
came up with the stuff for it. I was late even doing that. And then I never really did anything for the people that made it except
Right.
announce it. So I feel bad about that. But we had 3 people end up making it. It was Janelle Bixler, Peg Duchesne, and Teresa Staples. And they met all the qualifications. And then what I did was I put them in a drawing. And another thing that I regret is we talked about that Winter Garden jewelry set last year that Avon had. And I bought a set to do with my Avon team and then didn't even do anything with it. It's sitting here.
Right.
And I decided I was going to draw between the 3 people in the True Blue Book Crew, and one of them is going to get that jewelry set. And I did it already. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. But the winner was Peg Duchesne.
Yay, Peg.
I think you're going to like that set, Peg. It comes with necklace and earrings and a watch,
Yep.
so and a bracelet. So
Plus,
it's a
you
beautiful
got
set.
to hear my partner in crime over there, Peg. You got to hear her say the word drawing.
Jewelry? What did I say?
Drawing. It reminds me. Have you ever seen Mike Myers when he was doing the old Saturday Night Live stuff? It's just a way that you say it in New Hampshire. Down here, we would just say drawing, but
Drawing.
up there you say drawing. It's almost like drawering. So, and I like it.
Drawing.
Drawing.
Yeah. Lori knows she's from Massachusetts. I'm from Mass originally. We say all kind of wild stuff down there. That's it is, huh, Lori? Yeah, I've been having fun teaching Ty about the word. This one you know too. The town's name is Peabody. There's Molly.
Hey, Molly.
What do you think it is?
Peabody, Peabody.
No, it's Peabody. When you're
Peabody?
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you live down in Mass, everybody says Peabody. And it's just a bunch of stuff like that. It doesn't look like it's towns. So
Well, Texas is like that. I've lived in Texas now more than half my life. And but according to my wife, Lori, I still can't say I'm a native Texan. I can't say I'm a Texan because I wasn't born here, but I've been here more than half my life. But we have that same thing down here. Excuse me. And there's a town. The town name is spelled Mexia. So you look at it, you think, okay, that's Mexia, but the locals pronounce it Mahia. And there's a story about 2 friends sitting in a restaurant in Mahia, and they're arguing about how it's pronounced. And one of them says it's Mexia, and the other says, no, it's not, it's Mahia. And so finally they asked the waitress, they said, how do you pronounce the name of this place we are? And she said, Dairy Queen.
Oh God, that's pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you know what Peg said, and this reminded me. Scola too.
Right,
Peg said, "I say that who wears watches anymore," and I was like, a kind of not offended. That isn't the right word, but I thought, a couple years ago, Avon gave me this really expensive watch for my
right.
35th anniversary, and I kind of wasn't being grateful is what it boils down to. And Lisa Scola turned me around, kicked me in the butt, and she said, "You idiot." That's why you need close friends. She said, "You idiot. It's not about being a watch, it's jewelry. Look at it like it's a bracelet." And I'm like,
I
"Oh,
like Scola a lot. She
right."
gets things. I get that.
She does not, yeah, she does not beat around the bush, and it's a lucky thing because I'm a little dense sometimes. So ever since she told me that, I have a new appreciation for watches that are jewelry because they are
Right.
jewelry. Because I was
Well,
thinking, why are we selling watches? I don't get it.
I actually have started wearing a watch. I bought this a while back. It's an Apple Watch.
Oh,
And the reason I started wearing it, because really wasn't wearing it. I've worn it some, then I just quit wearing it. And the reason I started wearing it is, as you know, but I don't know if the audience knows, I officially got on Medicare this month because
we're all
later
keeping
this month,
track of it. We're all like, damn,
you
he's
all keep on
old.
this. He's old. But part of I got a discount on my Medicare supplement because I was willing to wear some sort of a thing like
Oh,
a Fitbit or an Apple Watch
yeah.
and let it connect my health data with them. And I actually got a discount on my premium. So I took advantage of it. And see, now I have proof because I showed it on a live show that went out across the world. And so I've got proof if they ever
Hey,
say
you
anything.
know who's on? Hi to Lisa Williams and Karen Tucker and Cynthia Pilkington. I want to tell you something about Karen. I hope she's listening. Karen and one of our other buddies that she hangs around with all the time, Dana. Those two women carry so much luggage no matter where we go. The last time, and they're proud of it, so I'm not saying anything bad. They're happy with themselves.
Yeah,
We went to a meeting in New York. I swear to you, it was like a 3-day meeting, including the day you're coming in, right? A 3-day
yeah,
meeting. We shared a lift on the way back to the airport, the two of them and me. I only had a carry-on because it was a 3-day
right,
meeting.
right.
They both had two pieces of luggage the size of a person, like you'd bury Earl in. Two.
We've taken
We
trips
almost
before that.
had
I
to
think
get a
Laurie
bigger.
needed a suitcase just for her shoes. So,
They do that. They do that. No, I don't ever bring shoes in my luggage because I'm wearing the pair I've got on. If you, no matter where we're going or what we're doing, I'm wearing
yeah.
the pair I've got on because I'm not bringing shoes in my luggage.
Actually, at this stage, I probably carry more luggage than Laurie does because I will have the shoes I wear on the trip. I'll have at least one or two pairs of shoes while I'm there, depending on how many days I'm staying and what I have to do. Like next week at Saleswise Live, I'll have different shoes for the 2 days that I'm presenting stuff, and
Mhm.
but it's more casual ones later. But I probably take up more room now than she does. But whatever it is.
Yeah, Peg
Molly
said.
said something a while ago. I got tickled. Molly said something about big pharma. You're right, and yes, I know I'm not the only one on Medicare, but it's new to me, guys. It's new to me.
Well, yeah, you can't be too picky because then you're in man village violation territory. That's what that's what Molly
Bib is
said.
here.
Bibs
I'm
on
sorry.
too. Yay!
It's about bib time.
Yeah. Oh no, Karen was laughing too. We were having a ball on the way back to the airport, but I'm like, we almost had to get a bigger vehicle because the two of them's bags were so big. They were like people. It's like, all I could think of is like burying your ex like Earl in the bag. Oh, anyway. um,
Cynthia Pilkington. Where do you live? I went to school with a girl named Cindy Pilkington, but that was in Alabama. So I don't think it was you, but I'm just curious.
I think you saw
I'm
her at
so
the
distracted to
convention.
you. Every time you start something, I start playing with people online here.
Oh, okay, so we only got like a minute left, but I just wanted to read over my little list here a little bit. I'm
Okay.
going to send Peg that jewelry set for the True Blue Book Crew and apologize for not following through with that. I liked the idea. I thought it was awesome, but I didn't promote it like I could have. But isn't that true with everybody? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have 10
Yep.
ideas and sometimes you run with them, sometimes you don't. That just happened to be one I didn't. Anyway, so Alex doing the book cover, Jesse at the library doing the editing.
Oh yes, yeah. My library down here, right? Right.
Yeah, yeah. And the endorsements. And our very first Amazon review was written by Penny Price.
Wow.
Oh, and there's my cousin Dory. Hey,
Hey,
Dory.
Dory.
Yeah. And then we have everybody that's bought the book and the audio books. Think of all the podcast hosts
Oh yeah.
that we've been on together and separate. There was a lot. And the other thing, the man buffet got in your way. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Kim. I
Hey,
appreciate
she's a reverend. She's just saying the truth.
it. Once Kim shared a room with me, she knew the whole story, though. Okay, so and then the last one I wanted to say is grateful for all the people that participated in the group. You know, the ones that did the color pages and the ones that did the recipes when we posted them,
Yeah,
and watching the show. And we really appreciate all the participation. And this book just wouldn't be the same without all of you guys.
that's
This has
true.
been it really felt like a team project.
Yep, it definitely was. It's been a joy. I just saw Ty got on. Hi, Ty.
Hey, Ty.
Poor Ty.
No,
You're staying
now
in
I'm
New
blushing.
Hampshire this weekend.
Now I'm
Poor Ty.
blushing. Right. Oh, and Peg's still wearing her wristband. She said, "Think of all the people who have blue wristbands. I still
Yeah.
have mine. Wear mine every Thursday." Do you know it's funny? At the convention, I had people come up to show me their wristbands.
Oh
So
wow.
I loved that. I thought that was awesome. And Peg still likes the playlist on Spotify. Um, oh, I finally stopped door dashing on Thursday so I could watch. That's awesome. But it's so funny that we ended up doing the book to start with because of the Go Giver thing, and
Right.
then all the stuff that went into it. I don't know about you, but it wasn't just all the friends and all the people. That was awesome. The book itself, I love. But I learned so many different things on different, uh, and I wasn't. You learned more than I did on the book part itself because I wasn't even involved in
Right.
the
That
editing
was
and
part of
stuff.
my deal.
So that I mean, it was just so many things to um, grasp at once, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's
Don't get me crying.
oh well, we got next week to go. Don't get crazy. We can cry next week. Okay, so right, the Go Giver Success Alliance. I know. I can't believe they're not doing that anymore. You guys have done a clinic on how to do this. Oh, thank you,
Thanks, Molly.
Molly. Yeah, I think we did. Molly and I did that book set view from the top, but there wasn't social media then, mostly. So we
Right.
didn't have as much to work with, but we certainly didn't do any of the stuff that we did
Right.
here with Blue Hair. So
Yep.
Lisa says it is don't know that you two started the book through the Go Giver Success Alliance group. Ah, yes. Oh, you didn't
Yep.
know that part? Can I say that quick and then we'll be done?
Sure. Sure.
So one of the first calls I went on, Lisa, on the Go Giver Success Alliance, I had been talking to Bob, and Bob was telling me about it. I said, yeah, because I want to meet new people because I needed more business. And he was telling me about the people that were in the group, though. And I was thinking, ooh, this is going to be a little intimidating, right? And then when I showed up, I neglected to remember that I had blue hair. Now, Lisa Williams colors her hair all the time, but that was the first time I'd ever colored my hair anything but my regular hair color ever.
Right.
So I wasn't used to that. And then I was trying not to be intimidated by all these doctors, lawyers, and stuff. And I'm sitting there with blue hair. And so what I decided to do was I decided to tell a joke about the hair because I thought, well, at least there'll be something. You know what I mean? So what I said was, you know what's coming. He's got the look on his face. He knows, he sees it coming down the track. So I said, if you want less judgment in your life, go ahead and dye your hair blue because this is working for me.
There we go.
You know, I go down to the grocery store and see some lady in a tight skirt, and I'm thinking, Man, that lady's got a tight skirt, said the lady with the blue hair. And that's exactly what I said on the call. And in the comments, a guy I didn't know, Jeff West, wrote, "You that would make a great title for a book."
Yeah.
And it all started from that. That was
Yep.
it. Isn't that wild? That's wild.
You know, it's funny how things like that happen. You know, of course, my career before I started writing was with Aflac, and the everybody knows Aflac from the daggum duck commercials. How that got started was there was an ad agency in New York that wanted to get Aflac's business, and the guys were brainstorming around a table. They said, "What can we do? Aflac, Aflac, Aflac." And one of them said, "You know, you sound kind of like a duck." And that one comment started that. Just like your
Wow.
comment about dye your hair blue, this is working for me. That comment started all of this.
Wow. And you know, I think we're so grateful. Maybe I don't want to put words in your mouth, but as we've done the Go Giver Success Alliance for the last couple of years, many times someone said that would make a good book title. And most of the time it just is forgotten.
Right.
So the fact that we didn't forget it, I think, made
We
all the
didn't we didn't forget about it.
Forgot about it. So, but yeah, that's it. So we are done for today because we're a little bit over. We have one more show next week,
Yeah.
and
Our last one.
no
And I'm going to
crying.
be, yeah, I'm not promising because I'm a big baby anyway. You know that.
Oh, well, it's not like either one of us are dying or something, so I'm sure
That's true.
we'll do something.
That's true.
Anyway,
All right,
thank you,
darling.
everybody. We love you, and we appreciate you being on this ride with us. And
Yep.
we're having so much fun. We got 1 week to go. We hope we'll see you then.
Love you guys. I hope we have a big crowd next week to tell everybody how much we appreciate them. I really do.
Well, good night, everybody.